Hi, I'm Dawn Reese, Hollywood Connections, 106.1 FM. The Heat, we are here at the National Comedy Hall of Fame in Holiday, Florida. I'm here with a comic headliner. And tell everybody who you are, Daryl.
My name is comedian Daryl Triplett, a.k.a. Officer Keep It Real.
That's right. You also are head of a network called Vh2 Tv Network. Tell us about it.
Vh2, you can get us at Vh2.tv, Vh2.tv. If you want to submit any videos or anything that you've done, any comedy reels, any drama series that you've done, this is for amateur producers, experienced producers. We're accepting all content right now. You can send that to www.vh2.tv/submissions. Yeah.
And also, since you're a famous comedian and you've been doing comedy, you used to be a police officer, and yes, and you can go to YouTube. Where can they go and look for you?
Yeah, you can go to daryltriplett.com. That's DARYLLTRIPLETT.com, and all my social media is there.
That's right. So you've been on the show of Hollywood Connections twice, and we had so much fun with TikTokers. And so now that you know what I do, and then I want to thank you and Devin for actually hiring me for the casting and talent director for VH2. So we'll be giving that email, and I'll be scouting talent all over the world for you guys. Mm-hmm. You're going to be doing an indie live with artists and talent. Tell us about that.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So part of VH2 is the Indie Live show. So we're looking for new talent all over the world. Doesn't matter where you are, where you're from. We're looking for new talent all over the world. And Dawn has also got me, I would be remiss if I did not say, she has got me hooked on TikTok now. Okay? I ain't never even heard of a TikTok till I'd have met Dawn Reese. Now, my TikTok is growing, all right, which is Officer Keep It Real, by the way, if you want to know. But she is the TikTok queen. We were on the radio last night, and let me tell you something. Everybody loves Dawn Reese. I love Dawn Reese. Everybody loves her. The gifts were coming in from all over the world. We had South Africa. We had people from all over the world giving us a call. Australia. So you know what, people? Like I said, we love Dawn Reese. And we thank her very much. I'm so happy to have her a part of the VH2 network, and we're going to do some wonderful things. Get those videos in.
Yes, yes. Also, too, is since we're here in Florida, have you been to Florida a lot lately, or is this like, how many trips have you made here?
You know what? We don't get to Florida as nearly as much as we should, but we're coming back here in 30 days again also. I want to do another one of your show. We have some other business that we're going to look at. There's a couple buildings that we're maybe looking at investing in also that just came to light. So we'll definitely be back here. We used to get down to Florida often because we had a couple of contracts down here, but we haven't so much in the last couple of years.
Well, my show is also when we have professionally done on the red carpet, which I got to get you more of with the VH2 TV Network family, and they also have a Facebook, VH2.tv on their Facebook as well, VH2. Then also, a lot of questions come in because I went to comedy school after my divorce. I went to Pauly Shore's sister.
Okay, cool.
And then I went down to, that was the Comedy Store that I went for, and then I never graduated. Then I went down to the Improv with Renee Hart. And so I had to go through training, but because I said, forget therapy for divorce, I went to comedy school. Seriously. So my question is to you, did you have any training, or did there somebody that influenced you, or did you read books on it, or is it real life stories?
You know what? It's a combination of both. I did have training. I have to give it up to the Josh Harris Institute of Comedy in Atlanta, Georgia. Josh did a wonderful job with his classes. But a lot of mine is anecdotal security with heritage, anecdotal comedy with heritage comedy combined with real life experience. You know, I was 25 years as a cop, so I have a lot of stories to tell, a lot of great funny stories to tell. Not some on the opposite side too, you know, but most of the time, great funny stories to tell, and love doing it. It's something I've always wanted to do.
Well, I saw a TikTok video the other day. There's one that's out there that people are, doing a lip sync saying, "I can get your man," or something like that. And there's a police officer dressed in a uniform, and he goes, "I can get your man too. I have got handcuffs."
That may be true.
But anyways, I want to thank you so much. What did you think of the National Comedy Hall of Fame here?
I loved it. Everyone should come here and support the National Comedy Hall of Fame. It's off of US 19. If you're in Clearwater,
It's about a half hour from Clearwater.
Yeah, it's about half an hour from Clearwater. If you're here in Florida by Clearwater, do not leave this city without coming here, especially if you're a comedian. It's unbelievable.
We're thinking of doing a VH2 TV Network comedy special here.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. That was another reason why we came down, was because we wanted to meet with them on the special and everything. So again, lots of heritage here, lots of history here, great comics, some of the best comics from all over the world. Your Richard Pryors, Chevy Chase. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. So, don't come to this city and not come to this museum.
He's trying to get Chevy Chase here. Did he tell you those stories?
Next month, Chevy Chase. Yeah, Chevy Chase will be here next month.
Can I tell you a secret? My favorite movie is Seems Like
dated
Old
Chevy
Times.
Chase.
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no. Actually, no. I had an offer to date the promoter of the Beatles and Rolling Stones, Peter Bennett, and no, he wanted to marry me, and I was like, no. Let's do it for publicity. I'm like, no. But honestly, I like Seems Like Old Times. I love all the Chevy Chase movies. I'm a big fan of his, and I can't wait to interview. Which Tony gave me exclusive, so I'm excited.
Yeah. Chevy Chase is the all-time favorite of mine. Can't wait. We'll be back here next month.
And we're gonna hook you up with Zach.
Zach Galifianakis. He's another one that's on the list here, people. I'm telling you, every comedian who's out there that has worked any type of significant is here in this museum. And it's a great place. I learned a lot. I laughed a lot. It's a wonderful place. Trust me.
Thank you for your patience with my work that I had to do on the side. And then also, too, is we're talking about getting you, actually, I sent you the information for a SEG agent, which is Famous Face in Hollywood, Florida. I've got all the paperwork, so you're not exclusive. We also have Keith next week for you to call in and talk to him on a Q&A answer from Alexa Model and Talent Agency, where he can sign you as well. And now it's different because they have the cast net and the extras access, and you take your photos and they send them to you. Sure. So we're going to keep you updated. I saw a packed house, in Atlanta. Where was that place at?
That was at Atlanta Comedy Club, Atlanta Comedy Theater in Atlanta, that we shot one of my headlining specials that I was at, and it was a packed house. Wow. We had a great time there that night. A lot of the people have never seen a police officer do a comedy act before, so that's sort of the bait and switch there. I'm a cop 25 years, and I'm actually on stage, sometimes in a police uniform, telling jokes. Wow. So it's pretty cool.
A lot of the movie scenes and movies, they need real cops because they have the uniforms and they've been there, done that, which is amazing. And then also, we went to a recording studio. What did you think of Buddy's recording studio?
Man, Buddy is wonderful. He's got a lot of talented people that he's looking for also for some things that he's doing over there also. Again, Dawn is going to be our lead as far as our talent acquisition. Even if you, her email address will be dreese.fl for Florida at vh2.tv. That will be her email address, and you can get all of your musical contact information to her through that email address, or you can go to www.vh2.tv/submissions.
And how many homes are you in Atlanta right now?
We're in roughly about 20 million homes. We broadcast about 20 million homes in Atlanta and about 60 million on Roku.
And Roku, wow. A lot of other people will want to know with what you're doing with the TV network, with maybe Buddy streaming, with my shows as well. And we're just excited to have you here. We gave you a little bit of a tour. This is like our concierge segment of the show. And any words of wisdom to other comics out there that you could tell from the heart?
You know what? Just don't give up. And the hardest part to this is walking up on that stage and grabbing a mic. If you get booed, you just get booed. And let me tell you something, just stay at it, because everyone's not going to boo you, and eventually you will make it. Some of the greatest have been booed. Your Richard Pryors, your Dave Chappelle's. I mean, you hear the stories time and time again where people are telling them they will never make it, and of course, look at them now. So, even with myself, I've been told that, no one wants to see a comedy cop. No one likes cops. We can't stand cops or whatever. And we always pack the house out. So it's not true. So let your haters be your motivators and use them as your stepping stones.
Wow. Who have you met in comedy? I have two more quick questions that you have really enjoyed working with at one of the comedy shows. That you went, wow, this is one of my idols, or somebody that you've always wanted to meet.
Well, I had a chance to meet, I've met Kevin Hart on movie sets before. He wasn't actually doing stand-up and on Ride Along when I was in Ride Along. So that was one of the vivid memories that I've can remember. I remember meeting Bruce before. Who else have I met? I've met...
Well, Tony too, because Tony used to also, all these comics that he's had, he actually has personal phone calls too.
Yeah, and Chris Tucker too. That's what I was trying to think of. Not that he's small or anything like that, but I did get a chance to meet Chris Tucker at some golfing tournaments, and we had a chance to talk for a little bit and everything. So we've met. Michael Blackson. See, it'll start coming back to an old man after a while.
I know what you're saying. I know. Real quick, another question. I have another one. Hecklers. What have you had a heckler, and what have you done with them?
Yeah, they always end up wanting to fight me, but they don't because I'm the cop. Because they they heckle me, and then I get on them so bad. They're always leaving with disgust and anger. But hey, that's what you get for when you heckle Officer Keep It Real.
That's right.
I don't stop.
Are you still a police officer now, or just running the TV network?
No, right now I'm just running the TV network. I'm doing my comedy. I'm enjoying doing my comedy more than anything. So I'm just relaxing right now. We get to travel and vacation a little bit. When this coronavirus ends, we're going to get started back on the comedy tour and on the touring and all that other good stuff. So we have a lot of work to do. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we'll hope to see you out there.
Yes, I want to thank you because I have a hair appointment tomorrow. You and your wife has a hair company, yes. And with this beautiful hair that I have, tell us the website, and then they put in promo code Dawn Reese, and I love it because it's a humid day out in Florida, and we have that, and she's also a fashion designer for people that want dresses. So tell us where they can get this beautiful hair, put Dawn Reese as promo code.
Sure, yeah, you can get the hair at Hair 911, like your emergency, hair911.biz. When you go to purchase your hair, put the promo code in Dawn Reese, and you will get I think it's a 20-25% discount off of it. For the fashion and the clothing, the shoe line, she has an awesome shoe line. You've got, I don't think you've
seen the
seen
shoe
it.
line.
Oh my God.
I need shoes.
She's got an awesome shoe line under the Lisa T collection. And just go to lisatcollection.com. You'll be able to find everything there.
And one more thing that we were going to promote. How did you like the product selling? Because, I've been at HSN and I've done some things over there, and I had a vendor that wanted me to do a thing. It's so funny when you watch movies and you watch it over and over, like the Joy Magana movie, and I saw the mop. Well, about probably 6 months later, I get a call from this company, and they go, "We have a mop." I'm like, "Oh my God, I've watched that movie too much." So the funny thing is, and I went over for training with the 5 camera shoot, the ear thing in the ear, but now we're coming up with, I've been selling products on my show. We want to take that to Vh2 TV Network. So if you have a product, like I have a lady that has a shawl prayer that wants to get to us. You have a product, let's try it out, let's see it. Send us 2 things to Daryl and myself. I'll give you the address in Atlanta and the address at the radio station. And if we like your product, we'll help promote it on the air as well. Yes. Yeah,
absolutely. That's a big deal with us, promotions of other people's products and stuff like that. You had the Aqua
Vault.
Aqua Vault, yes. The Aqua Vault. Yeah, that's
AquaVault.com. They were on Shark Tank, and they gave me all the products, and we were promoting it, I said, on every show. And it's when you're at the beach, you want to leave your keys, and you don't know what to do, and it's a little vault that goes to your lawn chair with a lock and key, and they have other ones for your bike. It's fabulous.
Yeah, you got. I want one of those, Don, by the way, too, please.
we got to call them and say, "Hey, I'm ahead of a TV network. Send me a promo." Well, I also want to.
That's for my boat ride when I come back now.
We have a sailboat. We're getting it ready for them. I want to thank you, Daryl, so much, and the opportunity. I'd like to host some segments for a shopping network as well.
Yes.
I'm putting him on the spot.
Sure.
But that's what I do, and we're excited. And then I just want to thank Chrissy, our marketing. She's doing another video behind the scenes. Come in here, Chrissy. He said he talked about Chrissy all night.
Oh, me and my wife talked about Chrissy and Don at 3 o'clock this morning. We had a good time yesterday after the show, truth be told.
Yes, we sure did. A 2-hour special. And we have agents, producers, casting directors. Go to Tan Talk Radio Network. I'm on TikTok, so my name is Dawn Reese 3, and that's my funny videos. And then there's Hollywood 106.1 FM. Add me. Christy, what's yours?
Mine is Christy Boyles at 0.
That's right. And what is yours?
Officer, keep it real.
On TikTok. We'll see you back. We're at the National Comedy Hall of Fame and Holiday. I hope you enjoyed this segment. God bless you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
How fun.